Hello guys, I welcome you all at Smarty Education. So from today onwards, we are going to start with business correspondence lecture number 2. So before starting the video, I want you to just subscribe my channel, like the video and share the video with other needy students. I'm going to provide you the whole education for free and the full course will be available on YouTube. Okay, so now let me begin. So first of all, let's revise the lecture number 1. So we read about that a business letter usually between organization, customers, clients. Okay, then we read about essential of a good business letter. Even in the advanced technological development, some software are even used to enhance the productivity of a business letter. Okay, then we studied about letterhead, which consists of a company logo, tagline, name, okay, address, okay, and other things like CIN, office, corporate office and other things. Okay, then we read about reference number, helped in retrieving the letter at a later stage, okay. Then we read about date. The right format of a date is this. Okay, then we read about special markings, whether it is a confidential, then it is courier service. Okay, then we read about inside address refers to address of receiver. Then we read about attention line if it is to be dealt with a specific person. For this example, Mr. Harish Arora. Then we read about salutation. It is very necessary. Dear sir is a standard salutation. Okay. Then we read about subject heading. Useful to provide a subject heading in longer letters. Then we read about main body, which is divided into 3 parts. Okay, which is divided into 3 parts. Okay, these are the 3 parts. Okay, then we read about complementary clause, which is necessary in a letter. Okay, if you are writing sir, use yours truly, and dear sir, yours faithfully, and dear Mr. X, yours sincerely. Okay, then we read about signatory. After the finishing the letter, you have to give your name and your designation. Okay, then we read about types of business letter. Formal business letter are for dealing with the order, claim, disputes. Okay, and informal business letter are with memorandums, appraisal, interview. Appraisal basically refers to admiring someone. Okay, layouts of letter. There are 2 types of layouts, blocked and semi-blocked. Blocked format is this: all the things will be written on left side and begin with left side. Semi-blocked, some things are written on right and some things are written on left. Characteristics of good business letter. So from today onwards, we have to start from this. Okay, so characteristics of a good business letter. First of all, a business letter must be completeness. The letter must be definite and final and complete. Clarity. Be clear about what you are writing. Simplicity. Business letter should be in plain and understandable language. Accuracy. What does accuracy refers to? We should not begin our letter with any false or misleading statement. For example, I am writing to senior sales manager. I am saying that our sales is gonna touch billions of dollars. Okay, but it is wrong. Then brevity. In business letter, unnecessary words are to be avoided for the conciseness of a letter. Then what is next 3 characters of letter? What are next 3 characteristics? The first one is sincerity, second one is courtesy, third one is style. Okay, sincerity, we must write sincerely our letters. Okay, we should not be in emotional barriers in communication. Okay, then courtesy means general tone of letter should be mild, so that other feel too that this letter is correct and this is just suitable. Okay, then the words used in a business, the way in which they are presented are called style, whether you are presenting a sentence or anything else. Okay, so next thing, the you attitude. It is a very important concept, so concentrate on it. Okay, so अच्छा ये क्या होता है sir? Okay, so the you attitude is writing style that emphasizes readers rather than writers. Okay, that emphasis readers rather than writers. Remember this line. To write business letter, the writer should not focus on put on ourselves. Okay, it should be on you attitude. Okay, for example, some of the examples are I or we attitude. We are sure that our new discount policy will be attractive to you. Okay, then positive messages. These messages are very similar to in our daily life. We see them in our daily life. Expected to react in a neutral to positive. For example, receiver likes or expect this news. He got selected in the company. Okay. Then negative. What are negative messages? they are just opposite to positive messages. The receiver may be displeased. The receiver may be displeased when he is fired from the job. Therefore, he is crying. Okay, persuasive message. When someone needs encouragement, for example, you just need a little bit of encouragement for watching my videos. Okay. For example, receiver may be reluctant. Reluctant मतलब okay, इसको मतलब means encourage. You have to encourage someone to be in the message or to do an act. Okay, please speak to the new employee group. For example, we are saying this to this lady. Okay, then how is the Josh, guys? How is the Josh? Okay, the report. Now let's talk about reports. The report is derived from the Latin word reportere, which means to carry back. Remember this, report means to carry back. A report therefore is a description of event carried back to someone. Okay, whatever has happened, it is presented in a business report. Okay, now there are 4 types of elements in a business report. The first one is key findings, means facts. Second one is executive summary, and third one is body, and fourth one is conclusion, like Bahubali conclusion. Okay, now inter and interdepartment. This is a very important concept, so I want you to focus on it. Okay, so inter and interdepartmental communication is that there are many departments in an organization. Okay, communication largely a formal affair. Interdepartment communication will be affected when it is supported by good infrastructure facilities. Okay, there are 4 types of department: project management, accounting, and quotation. Now, interdepartment communication has 3 elements. The first one is memorandum. What does the memorandum mean? The term memorandum has been misunderstood as a part of disciplinary proceedings. Best means as a note of record for future use. It is a mode of internal communication. Remember this word, internal communication. Plays a convenient and flexible role while much of inter and infra communication is being done over the phones. So now let's see a memorandum example. Memorandum examples in your module is given that whenever an employee has to take leave or for some casual work or his personal work, the memorandum is used. For example, with the reference to casual leave, Sri P. Sachadev is informed that he got the leave. Okay, so next thing is office circulars. What are office circulars? To inform a large number of employees, office circulars are used. Then the example of a circular is the manual of instruction, which was latest revised in 2000. Constructive suggestion are welcome from employees, means all employees are given that notification. Okay, next thing is office order. Office order is used to transfer someone from his post to another post. Okay, so this is written in the paragraph. I think you should read after pausing the video. Okay, now the next thing, example of a office order example is Sri Rajan Pillai has been posted to accounting department from today. Okay, means transferring the post. Now let's have a summary of 3 elements. Memorandum means used to provide leave to employee. Office circular means informing large number of employees. Office order means used for transforming employees from one department to another. Okay, now management information. This is the most important topic that will you ever see in your CSEET exam. Okay, executive means whatever the executives are in an organization, they are involved in this process: planning, organizing, supervising, and controlling business. Okay, for making decision, executives need information to be provided by information specialist or by data processing department. With the increasing competition in the era, the demands of our organization means we have to take decision in our day to day. Therefore, MIS is being used to achieve this. Okay, MIS derived from the information used in the organization. We will process some information, on based on it AI will give us the best decision making suggestions. Okay, purpose of MIS. Now let's talk about purpose of MIS. Okay, so first one is to report the organization performance tax authorities. Okay, to prepare future plans, to exercise day-to-day operations, to allocate different types of resources, to allow management by exception, to develop database of business partner and devise procedures to deal with them, to develop the training tools, means we have to develop some new training tools at all levels. Basically its usage is to give us the output based on the inputs.